Test 1, 2. What? Good morning, everyone. What a beautiful day for a graduation ceremony. So good morning to our parents, family, friends, members of the Board of Education, District Office Administration, and representatives of the Plainfield South faculty. It is my distinct pleasure to welcome you to the 20th commencement ceremony of Plainfield South High School. At this time, I'd like to recognize our band students, along with our director, Mr. Jared Cook, and Mr. Ben Clemens, for our pre-ceremony performance. Without further delay, ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege and honor to present to you the Cougars graduating class of 2023. At this time, if everyone could please stand and join us as the senior choir students lead us in the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Good morning and welcome to the family and friends of all our graduates. I would like to take a moment and thank our outstanding teachers, support staff, administrative team, district office administration, and the Board of Education for their continued dedication and commitment to our students. I would also like to take a moment and recognize those who are on stage with us this morning from the Board of Education and district office administration. Board member, Ms. Tony Galan, district administrators, Dr. Paula Srelius, Dr. Craig Brown, Ms. Liz Mazzaro, Ms. Mina Griffith, Mr. Tony Arbogast, and Ms. Cheryl Phillips. Thank you for joining us this morning, and thank you for your service to Plainfield South and District 202. And finally, I would like to recognize 5 staff members who will be retiring at the end of the school year. Science teacher, Mr. Joe Bunn. Score teacher, Miss Darlene Kiesel. Math teacher, Miss Pam Mensch. Teacher assistant, Miss Verae Mackley. And teacher assistant, Miss Sue Zarbach. Thanks for your years of service to Plainfield South. This, too, is my last graduation, as I will be retiring at the end of the school year. I would like to say thanks to the Plainfield community for allowing me to serve as your principal for the last 8 years. It has been my pleasure, and Plainfield South will always be a second home to me. Thank you. Thank you for not booing. Each year, our senior choral students select one piece to perform during our commencement ceremony. Please recognize our senior choral students who will be joined by members of our concert choir to perform Connected under the direction of our choral director, Miss Jessica Carey.
I am, you are me. That's what I said, I am, you are over here, and you're over there, but there is something between us that's greater than air. It seems like I'm over here, and you're over there, but there is something between us that's greater than air. It seems like I'm over here, and you're over there, but there is something between us that's greater than air. It seems like I'm over here, and you're over there, but there is something between us that's greater than air. It seems like I'm over here, and you're over there, but there is something between us that's greater than air. It seems like I'm over here, and you're over there, but there is something between us that's greater than air. It seems like I am a part of you, you are a part of me, and so together we are one body. I am inside your head, you are inside my heart. We fit together, perfect from the start.
I am, you are me. That's what I said. I am, you are me. Don't you see?
Seems like I'm over here, and you're over there, but there is something between us that's greater than air. It seems like I'm over here, and you're over there, but there is something between us that's greater than air. It seems like I'm over here, and you're over there, but there is something between us that's greater than air. It seems like I'm over here, and you're over there, but there is something between us that's greater than air. It seems like I am a part of you, you are a part of me, and so together we are one body. I am inside your head, you are inside my heart. We fit together, perfect from the start. I am a part of you, you are a part of me, and so together we are one body.
I am inside your head, you are inside my heart. We fit together, perfect from the start.
I am a part of you, you are a part of me, and so together we are one body. I am inside your head, you are inside my heart. We fit together, perfect from the start.
One more big round of applause for our choir and our senior choir students. At this time, I'd like to introduce our keynote speaker. This student had the highest GPA of the senior class after 7 semesters. So please recognize Dylan Harkness to make his keynote remarks.
Good morning, and thank you to everyone who is here today. I want to congratulate every single person sitting here on this soccer field. We did it, and we have a lot to be proud of. I am so honored to be standing here on behalf of the class of 2023. Think back to 4 years ago when we first stepped through the doors of Plainfield South. That first day of school was the start of a new chapter of our lives. Many of us were intimidated by the big new building and the upperclassmen that we were told would throw pennies at us. It's crazy to think about all that has happened since then. As we were finally settling into high school, everything changed. I will never forget that Monday, March 16th of 2020. The uncertainty that filled the halls as we grabbed our books and left on an early spring break. We thought we would come back in just 2 short weeks. Well, we all know how that turned out. But hey, it wasn't all that bad. I don't know about you, but I love going to school in bed, except when waking up and realizing I was the only one left in Zoom. Shout out to some of my friends who would quickly call to wake me. We all adapted and made the best of it. Who knew it took a pandemic to teach us we could wear PJs to school? And can we please thank the members on the board who decided that we couldn't handle finals? We really appreciate it and are happy to have made it out of high school, only taking 2 sets of finals. Despite everything, we still made the most of our time, creating lasting memories. From crowd surfing and backflips at football games, to the chaos of Senior Assassin, to the mosh pits at dances, and even the one in the hallway, high school was about far more than just studying. It was important to get involved both inside and out of the classroom to make us who we are today. Many of us did that throughout the years in the form of sports, clubs, jobs, or even simply just hanging with friends. We took advantage of these opportunities and worked hard to achieve great things. The boys cross-country team brought the state championship title to South. Our math team and academic challenge team also competed in state. And all of us seniors who won the class Olympics during homecoming week. I know that I've not named all the great accomplishments that we Cougars have made, so can I please get a round of applause to celebrate all of our successes? While we've each achieved in different ways, we could not have done it without each other. I want to thank all of my friends who made high school so enjoyable. A special thanks to the boys on the soccer team who always supported me, and the golf team who welcomed me with open arms. And a huge thank you to the teachers and staff who made our time at South so wonderful. Thanks to my mom and dad who taught me to always put in your best effort, and to my sisters, Marissa and Samantha, who both graduated from Plainfield South, top of their class, and challenged me to do the same. And in the spirit of true sibling rivalry, I want to make sure they both know that my GPA will forever be higher than yours. While we each have our own unique story, we're all sitting here and have different people to thank. We pushed through and challenged each other to become our best selves. We've paved our own paths, no matter how bumpy at times, and overcame the obstacles we faced. For example, you might picture a valedictorian going to any school of their choice. In reality, I was rejected to half the schools I applied to. I'm not gonna lie, I was defeated. I felt like all my hard work was a waste. But eventually, I realized that what I achieved was still amazing. My childhood dream to go to U of I had come true, and I wasn't taking time to celebrate it. I started to think about what's next and all the great challenges that lie ahead. After today, we will all be going our separate ways, but I encourage you all to work hard at whatever you do. The path each of us follows will be different. Some of us will join the military, be doctors, carpenters, engineers, entrepreneurs, electricians, first responders, parents, and so much more. Now, since we are the class of 23, it feels fitting to end this speech with a quote from the greatest number 23 of all time, Michael Jordan. Some people want it to happen, some wish it would happen, others make it happen. Now let's go out there and make it happen. Thank you. Great job, Ron. Yep, good. So you're going to go back to your seat?
Let's give Dylan another round of applause. That was a great speech. Senior students voted to select one staff member they wish to present at their graduation ceremony. Please welcome this year's speaker as chosen by the senior class, Mr. Joe Bunn.
Members of the school board, our school administrators, fellow faculty, family, friends, and the Plainfield class of 2023. Good morning. Thanks for coming. Congratulations, and thank you for this opportunity to speak to you. It's the end of your senior year. You have all been busy trying to figure out what to do next. When preparing for this speech, I was caused to reflect on my senior year of high school and decisions that I made. Throughout high school, I went through a few different life plans. Senior year, I settled on University of Iowa, study engineering. Good. Decision made, back to sports. That is until I got the letter saying that I wasn't accepted in the engineering program because my math score was 1 point too low. Now, this could be a talk about working hard, retaking the test, and making my dreams come true, but I didn't do any of that. What I did was think very hard about what I really wanted. What would make me happy? Engineering was in the picture because I had found out that I loved physics. And I came from a whole family of teachers. And I really wasn't sure if I wanted to go to a big university. 42 years later, I can say that I have never regretted my decision to go to a small college and become a teacher. I am thankful I went with what I wanted to do rather than what I felt like I should do. Now, I was blessed with the opportunity to attend college. For you, that may not be an option or maybe not the right option. That's okay. I was considering alternatives to attending college when I remembered something my dad said clear back when I was in grade school. And bonus, telling this story, I get to sneak in one last life lesson for when you finally own your own home. If you attend Plainfield South, I assume you live in a house that's connected to the public water treatment plant. Houses that are not connected to a water treatment plant need a septic tank. The septic tank accepts everything that flows out of the house, everything. It is important that you have the tank pumped down and inspected every few years to avoid costly problems down the road. Now, when I was in grade school, I was looking out the window at a man working on ours, and I said, why would anyone choose to do that for a living? And my dad replied, find a service that the community requires, and you can make a very good living. It was one of the many pieces of wisdom handed down by my father. And by the way, don't let years go by before you realize the wisdom in the words from your parents. But back to my point. I am reminded of Dad's statement every time I see a career that I didn't even know existed. So, be creative. Look around at what needs to be done, and remember that not that many jobs are as bad as they may seem. We have a septic tank, and I got a guy. He pulls in with his big shiny truck, efficiently takes care of business. We have a pleasant conversation about stuff other than septic tanks, and he's off. He seems very happy, and that makes me want to call him the next time I need that done. If you were in my class, then you know Guido, my very active main character in many fun and exciting physics problems. If I were to write a letter of recommendation for Guido, it would include the same sentence that was in many of the letters I wrote for some of you. It went, given the opportunity to continue his education, I am confident that Guido will be a person who will have a positive influence on our society. That sentence, taken alone, one might assume I'm referring to helping find a cure for cancer or finally explaining the creation of the universe. I actually use that statement to describe Guido's character. Is he a person who is a role model for his coworkers or for children who look up to him? Does he at every opportunity do what needs to be done to improve the quality of life for others? That is not as daunting as it may seem. My quality of life is improved on a daily basis when I find myself smiling because one of you has a contagious smile. I challenge you all to be able to look back on the end of each day and come to the conclusion that yes, today I was a positive influence on society. I would like to end with a quote from Tim McGraw. Don't take for granted the love this life gives you. When you get where you're going, don't forget, turn back around and help the next one in line. Always stay humble and kind. Congratulations, class of 2023. Take advantage of what you have learned to this point and go out there and make this world a better place.
Thank you, Mr. Bunn. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce and recognize Board of Education member Ms. Toni Galan to make her remarks.
Good morning. On behalf of the Board of Education, I want to congratulate our graduates and thank the family and loved ones here with them to celebrate their moment. Not quite 30 years ago, I was sitting at my own graduation, and I can say with certainty, I don't remember any of these speeches. Knowing that you will feel the same a few years from now, or possibly even a few hours from now, I'll keep this brief. You sit here before us with your own unique story to tell about your high school experience. Hopefully, you leave today knowing more about who you are, how you learn, what you value, and you can take that knowledge to help shape the next steps in your lives. As this chapter draws to a close, you will start writing the events to fill the rest of your book. As you embark on that journey, I ask you to do 3 things. I want you to live big, give grace, and always be true to yourself. First, think about living big. Living big does not have to do with the type of car you drive, the job you have, where you go on vacation. It has to do with the footprint that you leave in the lives of others. No matter where you go in life, make connections, get involved. Be the person that others call when they have a problem with which they need help. Living big means you weave yourself into the tapestry of the town where you reside. If you live big, you will grow as a person and better understand where you fit in this world. Next, I ask you to always give grace. Giving grace means you give compassion and kindness to someone who may not return the favor. Be grateful for all the small things that often go unnoticed in the rush of our days. You can give grace by simply being present for someone. Be happy for their happiness. Show empathy for their sadness. Remember, everyone has their own story to tell. And don't forget to give grace to yourself. Forgive yourself for your mistakes, broken promises. Let go of things that did not go the way you wanted or have the outcome for which you hoped. Keep moving toward those dreams you have for yourself. And lastly, always be true to yourself. Go after things that you want to go after. Go get the job that you want. Live where you want to live. Don't worry about being the person someone else wants you to be. The people that care about you will always be proud of you when you go after what you want, even if it differs from what they want. Wake up every morning and choose what makes you happy. To our graduates, I wish you a life where you can live big, give grace, and be true to yourself. Congratulations on your journey so far. I look forward to reading your next chapters. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Galan. Among us today are students who, upon graduation, will distinguish themselves as they enter into military service. We commend you for taking this oath of service to our country, and we will always hold you in our thoughts. At this time, I ask those students who will be serving in the military and the armed forces to please stand and be recognized. Achieving academic excellence over 4 years of rigorous high school courses is a tremendous accomplishment that takes dedication and personal fortitude. In your program, there is an asterisk next to 96 students' names that have been identified as achieving a 5.0 grade point average or better. In addition, they are recognized by wearing a blue ribbon medallion. I ask those students to please stand and be recognized. Now the time we've all been waiting for. At this time, please welcome to the podiums, to my left and to my right, faculty members, Ms. Caitlin Mahoney and Mr. John Miller, who have the honor and privilege of announcing each senior to receive their diploma. I declare that in accordance with the requirements set forth by the State of Illinois and the Board of Education of Plainfield Community Consolidated School District 202, these members of the class of 2023 have completed and met all of those requirements and are eligible to receive their high school diploma. Congratulations.
Do you know where the mark is for them? Never mind, don't worry about it. Tyler Laurinaitis.
Jade Melina Aguilar.
Brooklyn Lawler Wilson.
Ava Eileen Aguirre.
Jamie Lawrence.
Matilda Esiohe Aito.
Sophia Layawen.
Mofid Al Torkmani.
Caden Legrand.
Francesca Alarcon.
Yana Lemus.
Alexa Aldana.
Benjamin Leslie.
Eakin K. Allendog.
Nyla Lewis.
Marquise L. Allen.
Rain Lewis.
Joseph Alexander Allison.
Jaden Lindsay.
Ivan Almasan.
Noah Lepowski.
Brisa E. Alvarez.
Evan Lloyd.
Gabriel Alvarez.
Logan Locke.
Jaslyn Lynette Alvarez.
Angelina Lopez.
Juliana Nicole Alvarez.
Elias Lopez.
Alexis Brianna Anderson.
George Lopez.
Amelia Ann Anderson.
Caitlin Lord.
Anthony Maurice Anderson, Jr.
Jeremy Lorenzo Gonzalez.
Tyler N. Anderson.
Deshaun Love.
Zachary Christopher Anderson.
Matthew Lovell.
Matthew Benjamin Andrade.
Maximus Loza.
Angela Mary Jane Angiano.
Andy Lujano. Give me a hug.
Christian Jose Arellano.
David Lyons.
Alexandra Janae Arnold.
William Lysek.
Janice Maria Arnold.
Kaylee Masick.
Ana Gabriela Aviles.
Noraladine Mecca.
Emma Savannah Bailey.
Abigail Malatia.
Stefano Natalio Baker.
Emma Malik.
Umberto Israel Banda.
Abir Malik.
Alicia A. Barajas.
Michael Mallinson. Hi, buddy.
Jonathan Barrera.
Joshua Mancia Santiano.
Giovanna Mary Bavone.
Angelina Mancini.
Brittany Morgan Bialis.
Nicholas Mandela.
Matthew Beharan.
Vaneet Mann.
Cody Joshua Belgio.
Ashton Monte.
Gianna Marie Blaine.
Ariel Mariscal.
Carson Blake.
Destiny Marshall.
Robert A. Block.
Tony Martin.
Jeremy Austin Bodell.
Jorge Martinez.
Daniel Rodolfo Borges.
Juliana Martinez.
Miles Brenton Bozeman.
Andrew Martisek.
Aiden Michael Brand.
Jessica McCullough.
Barry J. Braun.
Melissa McCullough.
Ariana Isabel Bravo.
Jordan McCollum.
Caitlin Ann Brombos.
Evan McDonald.
Jaden Denham Bronson.
Nicholas McEvely.
Michaela L. Brooks.
Emily McGar. Hello, Braden.
Alexander M. Brothers.
Braden McGee.
Abby Lynn Brown.
Kathleen McGlynn.
Brandon I. Brown.
Joshua McGuigan.
Lauren F. Bruni.
Kylie McEwen.
Joshua R. Brunker.
Joshua McMicken.
Anthony David Berzowski.
John McNamara.
Brennan Stryker Burns.
Joseph McNeil.
Jaden C. Bird.
Jaden McNulty.
Cynthia Calderon.
Megan McVeigh.
Victoria Camarda.
Isis Mejia.
Karina Carlino.
Sebastian Malero.
Jocelyn Carmona.
I'm going to wait for the cheering sound. Diego Melgoza.
Jeremiah Carruthers.
Jasmine Mendez. Hey.
Michael Caudle.
Abraham Mensa.
Doriana C. Morton.
Judith Mensa.
Alex Serta.
Nadia Mercado.
Aaron Chaplin.
James Messina.
Lisette Charles.
Benjamin Meston.
Amelia Chavez.
Isaac Mestre.
Christina Chavez.
Cole Metzger.
Olivia Chavez.
Graham Miller.
Caitlin Chope.
Wyatt Moeller. Is it Montana?
Sydney Shergwin.
Daniel Montano. I confused myself the other day.
Haley Sinnert.
Ariana Montemayor.
Lindsay Serlencione.
Thomas Mowat.
Nadia Serlencione.
Max Munoz.
Jenna Clark.
Carter Myers.
Lauren Klotfelter.
Nicholas Newcomer.
Samantha Colhart.
Devin O'Connell.
Camilla Collins.
Victoria O'Leary.
Keshana Connor.
Allison O'Neill.
Lily Conrad.
Evan O'Neill.
Jacqueline Contreras.
Yaje O'Quinn.
Carlo Cooley.
Owen O'Shea.
Elia Cordoba.
James O'Dearno.
Corey Corso.
Amy Omke.
Sophie Cotter.
Colin Osterly.
David Crafton.
Stanley Okafor Isaac.
Sarah Craig.
Joshua Orr.
Ryan Kramer.
Alex Ortega.
Starsky Crowder.
Angelina Ortega.
Xander Cruz.
Maximo Ortega.
Brianna Cruz Munoz.
Janelise Ortiz.
Alexandra Cuevas.
Sarah Osmanovich.
Maggie Kurbis.
Erica Owusu.
Lillian Curry.
Paula Papadinskis.
Tyler Chosnika.
Connor Pabone.
Oriana D. Landazuri.
Benjamin Packenham.
Isabella Delisandro.
Jessica Palestina.
Abigail Daniels.
Uriel Palomares.
Marshawn Davenport.
Clara Rose Papp.
Aaron Davis.
Michael Parker.
Leander Davis.
Leland Parks.
Trajan Davis.
I'm going to wait for the cheering. Tremaya Parnell.
Jamarion Day.
I'm going to wait for the cheering. Devin Patton.
Luis Luciano de Alba.
Nicholas Polinsky.
Bianca de la Puenta.
Julian Paz.
David de la Vega.
James Perez.
Brian Del Rio Garcia.
Kyla Perez Wiedmeyer.
Ava Dupre.
Claire Peters.
Kyrie